Hello people of YouTube and welcome back to another video. So today I've got 5 tips I'm working on and I've prepped them all by buffing them, and I'm going to start my first nail with this Perfect White. I'm going to draw a V on the bottom of this nail, and I thought I could do it with just the brush from the bottle. So I'm giving it a go, and then it dawns on me actually I'm not that good. So I get a liner brush and I just tidy up the edges. So that's just what I'm doing now, just tidying up the edges and making it nice and smooth. So next I'm going to take the J.R. Dallas shimmer from Ink London, and I'm going to draw an outline of the V shape, and then after that I'm going to draw some more lines and shapes on this nail to give some negative space. So I'm going to paint some more lines coming from the centre of that triangle, and that creates more triangles, and I think I paint another diamond on the inside of that, and then eventually I top coat that nail, and that's that one done. So this design is going to be a leaf print design, which is part of a challenge that I'm doing on Facebook from Rachel Wilders. And yes, so the idea is that for 10 days we do different nail art challenges, and so this one was for the leaf prints. So what's next? I'm going to do the next 2 nails are going to be fully covered in white, in the Perfect White from Madam Glam, and I'm going to do 2 cuts of each of those. So next I'm taking R113 from Crystal Nails, which is a lovely olive green, and I'm also taking the green gel paint from Nail Chemie and the white paint on French from Nail Perfect, and I'm going to be using these 3 to create the leaves on the next 2 nails. So the first leaf nail design I'm going to be doing, I place 3 centres of the sort of stems of the leaf, and that gives me the layout. And then when I've done that, then I can work on the leaves of the leaf. The leaves of the leaf? The different parts of the leaves of the leaf. So this design is going to have leaves coming off, so full leaves. And I do that by creating a circle and then pulling away to a point, and then once I've done that I will join the other side up with the stem. And it just seemed such a faff, and it was a faff, and I couldn't understand what I was doing wrong. So in a minute I changed to, well, first of all I tried a different brush, but that didn't work, and then I changed to using a dotting tool, and that made it so much easier. So basically I just put dots all down the sides of the stem but not touching the stem. I drag them out then with a brush and then drag them back to the stem with the brush. That might not be making sense, it will in a second. There we go, you see, she got it, she figured it out. So towards the base of the leaf I do smaller dots, because then the leaves can be smaller. So this saved so much time. And then I just pull up with a brush to a point, just flick that out and then just join it back into the centre, and that was easy peasy. So I did that with all of those different stems. The next leaf design, again, I'm going to lay out the centres of the leaf shape to give me an idea of where everything's going to be placed. And again, I think I do 3 on this one, just slightly different placement. And this one is going to be, how can I say, a bushy leaf. Well, those are the 3 colours that I'm using, and I'm dragging my brush through so I get a little bit of each colour on it, and it just gives it a little bit more depth. Not much, but a little bit. And then I just flick out with my thin brush. Now this brush is one that I cut up myself from an older brush that's seen better days, but it's one of my favourite, and I've got so many nice brushes, but I always tend to come back to this one for some reason. It just works for me. So as you can see, I'm pulling out and creating lots of little flicks, lots of little type bristles, and I do that for each one, and sometimes pull through the darker colour a little bit more, sometimes pull through the lighter colour a little bit more. It just creates a more natural looking leaf. To tie them all together, I decided to use the J.R. Dallas glitter colour to outline these nails. So I'm just literally just going around the outside with my thin brush and creating a border. I decided to use this tape that I've had for ages to create the lines that I wanted to make for this next nail, because I'm not very good at painting straight lines, and doing it this way just seemed a lot easier than attempting it myself. So there's different thicknesses of this white tape, and I just cut lots of different pieces to create lots of different thicknesses of lines. And once I'd finished all of that, I filed around the edges of the nail so that the tape was not touching the edge. So when I top coat it, it's all sealed in, because otherwise the tape would lift, and nobody likes that. The next nail, I'm going to just do a design using the white paint. I'm going to do a semicircle around the cuticle and build off from that with lots of different thickness lines and shapes, and I'll just let you watch me continue with that. So next I'm just going to outline a couple of the white parts with the gold to tie it all together again. And then I think I will be top coating. I think I will be, but I'm not sure because it was a few days ago when I did this. Oh well. I decided to add some little rhinestone pieces to this. If I was doing this on an actual client, I wouldn't just apply it with the top coat. I would definitely use some gem glue, but this is only going to be on display, so I just attach it with the top coat. So I'm attaching a few different pieces on a few of the nails, and I'll just let you watch the rest of this application. Well, that's it guys, that's the full set done. Thanks for watching, and if you liked it, please leave a like below. If you're not subscribed, subscribe, and anything else that you're supposed to do, the notification bell, something like that. Okay, thank you, bye.